Technical difficulties while I try and get my camera going here. What is happening? There we go. All right, so what's going on? I feel like we finally had some good news this week. Mainly the 7800 XT and the 7700 XT coming next week. Interestingly enough, the day Starfield launches, we'll get both of these GPUs. What that means for us has yet to be determined. They seem to be at a reasonable-ish price point. We'll see how the performance stacks up once we see the reviews come out. These come out on the 6th, so I imagine the review embargo probably ends the day before, I think is usually what they do 24 hours ahead of time, so we'll be able to see. Everybody will have them, hardware unboxed and Gamers Nexus, and I'm curious, I wonder if LTT is going to do a review. We'll just have to see. But here's the Tom's Hardware article about it. 7800 XT $499, 7700 XT $449. And that is an interesting price point. It does seem almost like one of those, well, you might as well just spend $50 and get the 7800. Like, the pricing seems to be kind of suspect in that manner, like, because when you look at the stats down here, let's see here. We go from 60 compute units down to 54. So that's not like a huge difference. I mean, what is that percentage-wise? If we take 54 and divide it by 60, we get 0.9, so 10% difference. And 550 divided by 600, 9% difference in price. Okay. I guess that actually makes sense. You lose 10% performance and it's 10% cheaper. I'm glad I did that. I didn't actually look at it that way before. Oh, that's right. And the 6800 XT has 72 compute units. And the 6700 XT was all the way down to 40. So that was a pretty significant drop there last generation, but also they were like $150 apart. I want to say that the 6800 XT, the MSRP when that came out was like $650. And oof, how much was the 6700 XT? It wasn't quite 500, 475, 480, 479, something like that. So pretty big difference in price to go along with the difference in performance. Oh, they've got the launch price right here. $649 and $479. Currently, they're selling for $520 and $320. So, man, if you can get a 6700 XT for $320 still, that's a heck of a bargain. I mean, that's what everybody's saying, right? But that's just because it's true. I mean, that is the most bang for your buck you're going to get short of a $299 ARC card, which I've started testing again yesterday, actually, in fact, and I was a little worried at first. I tried to launch into Immortals of Avium on the A770, and it got hung up and crashed like 3 times in a row, and then it finally let me get to a menu. And the last GPU I had tested on it, I had left the settings maxed out, which is why the A770 was struggling. So once I finally got in the menu at 2 FPS, I dropped the resolution to 1080p, and I dropped all the settings down to low, and then I was able to play. And I was able to put it back into 1440p. It just needed to remain on low settings. But that video will be coming out probably towards the end of this week. I've got footage from the 1660 Super, the 1080 Ti, and the A770 to go through. I tested all those GPUs in both Armored Core 6 and Immortals of Avium. So I'll be working on that this week. But back, I'm actually kind of back to being sold, maybe, on AMD. I'm streaming right now from my Starfield build, from the all AMD build, so that's cool. I've not had literally any differences yet, like comparative to streaming from my NVIDIA GPUs. So that just kind of is what it is. Just try to make sure my stream is set up right over here. Also in the news, largely due to AMD, dropping prices, we've actually seen a GPU market rebound, and discrete GPU sales are up by 12.4%. What that means for us, I don't know. I'm not an economist, but I think it's good that the industry as a whole does well. As much as we want to save money and, get good values and everything, if the industry's not making money, they're going to stop making products. So I think it's good that sales are picking up. That gives them motivation to continue to develop new products, hopefully. And hopefully they can see, the prices that people are buying these things at, that what they need to price things at in the future. I think AMD got it right this time with the 7800 and 7700 XT. Again, we're just going to have to, hopefully the performance is there. We talked about the difference in the compute units. 60 is quite a bit less than even the 7900 XT. So there's this huge gap. There's this huge gap in the product stack. You've got your 7600, and then you've got your 7700 XT and your 7800 XT. But the 7600's like here, and then the 77 is probably here, and the 78 is here, but the 7900 XT is like up here. Let's go. Let's see, tech power up. So if we go 7900 XT, where am I looking at? 84 compute units. And what did we say? 60 versus, oh my gosh, what did I say? 84. So that's a huge gap right there. And there's also a huge gap in price. So that's what's kind of weird about it, is you've got this little cluster at the bottom and then another little cluster at the top, and there's really nothing in between. And I saw the other day that this is the product stack. There is no more new GPUs. Now, I would never rule out a refresh or something like that, but really the only one I could see them bringing to market would be a 7600 XT. But how much room? How much room do they even have? 7600. So 7600 has 32 compute units. Let me make sure we're comparing apples to apples here. Yeah, 32 compute units. So we are, what is that? 22 less than the 7700 XT. So the drop from the 7700 XT to the 7600 is similar to the drop between the 7900 XT and the 7800 XT. So there's room in there for them to do an XT variant, you know, but that's just speculation on my part or anybody's part. Who knows if they would do something like that? But that still doesn't alleviate anything in the middle. You know, I suppose they could do maybe they could do a 6850 XT. There's no room in between the 77 and the 7800 XT for anything, but there is a gap between the 7900 and the 6800 XT. So maybe they do a 7850 XT or a 7850 Golden Rabbit edition, or who knows. But there's nothing in that kind of $600, $650 price range. And there may be a market for that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go to Micro Center next week. I'll be there for the launch of these two GPUs and kind of see what the pulse is like. I don't know if anybody will be in line for it or not, unless they're just excited to get it, but I'm going to go find out. From what I've been seeing, it doesn't seem like there is going to be any shortage of stock. It sounds like everybody's got a lot of them. So I don't think there's going to be any issue there, like where you need to run out and get one on launch day, unless you just want to do it because it's fun. And if you have a Micro Center near you, it is fun. It's cool to go, and it's just kind of, you know, the energy, people are there buying the things, and they open up early. It's not quite like the old days, but it's still kind of fun. You know, GameStop midnight openings, I don't think we'll ever, that was peak gaming humanity right there. I remember when Halo 3 came out, the GameStop at the mall actually rented out the movie theater at the mall, and we did Halo 2 multiplayer on the movie screen prior to midnight before the launch. Like, so that was pretty cool. But we don't do stuff like that anymore. I mean, who even shops at GameStop anymore? I know I sure don't. I went in there once last year just looking at used physical media. I was looking for Black Ops and Black Ops 2 discs, actually, is what I was doing, and I didn't find them, so I had to order them I ended up buying them on eBay. But I do have a soft spot in my heart for physical media. Let's go back to WCCF Tech. Well, there was something else on here I wanted to talk about. Alan Wake 2, if you're into horror games, that everybody's pretty pumped for that was into the first one. Oh yeah, was this Starfield? Planetary exploration isn't fully seamless, evidence of invisible wall leaks. And people were people are currently on social media getting kind of bent out of shape over this. And it kind of baffles me, because what it is you can land your ship, and then you've got like a radius that you can traverse from your ship, which to my understanding is quite a ways. And then you kind of hit a barrier. But there is planet on the other side of the barrier. What you have to do once you've explored an area is you've got to go back to your ship, and you've got to land the ship in a different zone, and then it unlocks that zone for exploration. Personally, I think that's okay. I mean, I don't myself want to be traversing across an entire planet by foot. Um, so I don't know. It's probably a nothing burger, something for people to get upset about because people like to get upset about stuff. Personally, I'm pumped for the game. Um, it's going to be so huge. I mean, so many planets, and then each planet is pretty much fully explorable. That sounds pretty wild to me. Pretty wild to me. I haven't been able to pre-download it yet, though. My copy is going to be on Steam, and I got the free copy from um, for buying the 7900 XTX. I got the code on AMD Rewards, but they're going to email me when it's available, and I check every day anyway, just in case. And my code is not available yet. So I don't even know if I'm going to have early access to it or not. Um, that remains to be seen. I really hope so. I would like to be able to play it. Um, I do have to work Friday night, but it should be coming out. Gosh, I have to check. Let's do that right now. Starfield. Oh my gosh, go away, ads. Official September early access release. Global release times. So I'm in Central Time, August 31st, 7 p.m. Yeah, so I could have all night on the 31st to play this game and stream it, which is my intent. If I get my code in time to download and get going, I'm gonna be on as soon as I can, and I'm gonna be playing and streaming it all night long. I promised you guys some Armored Core, so let me load that up real quick. Gotta get my controller hooked up. So, funny story, I'm actually still in the prologue. Um, it seemed a good place to be benchmarking all the different cards, so I never beat the I never beat the prologue boss. I just kept going back to the... I just kept going back to the beginning.
Wake the dog up.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device. Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Time to get to work, 621. I'm powering down your entry capsule. On my signal. Now, activate the AC.
You know, it kills me. This game looks so good, and it's not hard to run. You'll see if you watch the benchmark video later on, but I was playing this with the 1660 Super, and it was pretty decent. I was playing this in 1440p with a 1660 Super. Now, how crazy is that? But this game on this system is pretty much locked at 120 FPS. I might lose a few frames here from streaming. I noticed dropping about 5 to 10 at times when I was recording. But, I mean, honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like, anything above 60 in this game feels about the same.
Main system activating combat mode.
I've got this first part kind of down pat because I've played it so many times. This boss, though, is a mother.
Clear out those guard mechs. Perfect chance to test your AC.
I don't know why, but it took me so long to figure out how to use my homing rockets here.
Your AC's taking damage. Patch it up.
2 repair.
See the contaminated city down there? That's where you're landing. Access the catapult.
Let's go!
Time to fly, 621. If we get our hands on Rubicon's coral, we'll make a killing. Plenty for a merc with a fried brain like you to buy their life back.
Hey, I resemble that comment. How cool does this look?
Mercenary license. We're illegals here. You'll need ID to operate.
An AC! Where the hell did that come from? Affiliation unknown. Shut it down.
Guerrillas from the Liberation Front. If they get in the way of our work, eliminate them.
Good night.
I'm picking up signals from AC Rex.
So I don't really know that it matters where you go first. You end up having to go to the top of this building right here. There is a fair number of dudes, though, over this way.
We're being attacked!
Unidentified AC! Return fire!
Get out of here. Where? So it looks like the first one is over this way.
Unidentified AC! Is that a corpse scout?
Shoot first. Ask questions later.
Oh, shoot.
61.
Ouch. Ooh. Hiding under there. Got some big guys on the roof there.
Duffung and Schneider are on the move. The grid won't be safe. Still got the Strider and the Corsair too. Wait, is that an independent? Destroy!
Swing! I don't like that your melee has a cooldown. A fairly long cooldown. At least it feels long. Who's shooting at me still?
Extract the pilot data. I'll analyze it from my end. It's still valid, but the pilot's rank is no good. We can't use this. Head license, easily traced. Forget it.
One more still over here.
There! That's the AC from the report!
Find out who they're working for.
Let's see about this license. This one's already expired.
Come on.
Up one more rec 621. Transmitting marker. Go and check it out.
Gotta go under. One thing that seems a little messed up to me is the scale of this game, meaning the buildings look oddly small, but I don't know, that might be because this mech is actually like ginormous. So maybe it's my perspective that's off a little bit, but... So these shields are kind of a pain. You have to melee them. It takes a ton of your cannon rounds to knock them down.
You can use that vertical catapult to get some altitude.
Oh, am I here already? Okay. Let's go!
That's it. Try accessing the rack.
Alright, so as soon as I access this, the boss comes. And it turns out the way to beat him is actually kind of counterintuitive. There's a lot of cover here from these little buildings, and you think you want to hide and peek out and shoot him, but it doesn't work. And eventually you end up getting totally overcome by his rockets and his gunfire. So what you actually have to do is stay close to him and kind of stay under him and
23.
melee him with the sword.
Call sign. What? Looks like they were on
Now, I've only got one heal left, and I'm not even full up right now, so
the PC.
I don't know
But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to
how
ID.
close this is gonna be.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 50%.
Ooh.
AP at 30%. No repair kits remaining. AP at 30%.
Dude. Fucked. I'm playing on the middle difficulty, so, you know, I guess you'd call that normal, probably.
That's it. Try accessing the rack.
What is it called? I guess it doesn't say here. Anyway. Alright, I got full ammo, 3 heals.
Registration number RB23.
I think you just honestly have to do this
Call sign.
enough times to get some RNG, because this guy is hard.
They were onto you
This game is hard, I guess, but...
in no mood to pick a fight with the PC.
Oh, what the... F
But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you. Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 50%.
And this thing likes to go out of bounds, too.
2 repair kits remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%. AP at 30%.
That was no good.
50%. AP at 30%.
Man, I didn't even... I should have used my heal. It's hard to get... You have to somehow rush him and get close, but you're getting pelted by everything on the way there. I gotta remember to keep firing, too, like the cannons and, you know, my rockets reload,
That's it.
you know, every few seconds, so I need to just launch rockets as well.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. In no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to ID you.
Oh, shit. See, playing peekaboo just doesn't work. Okay, I hit him with that one. Let's pelt him with some rockets. Where are you? I think I need to hit... Oh, I need to go down. Oh, no! I need to, hit my melee attack button sooner, because there's an animation that leads up to it.
One repair kit remaining. AP at 30%.
Well... See, he shot me right out of the air while I'm charging him. I don't know how people are doing this. Okay.
That's it. Try accessing the rack. Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
I don't even think I hit him with that. I get stun locked in the air when I try and...
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 30%. 2 repair kits remaining.
Okay, let's heal. Where are you?
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. AP at 50%. At 30%.
I mean, I can't even get him to half health. Yeah, I don't know. You're... Ah! There's no iframes! I need iframes! There, I think that's the first one I've hit him with this whole stream. Where are you? Ay, ay, ay. You know, FromSoft can kiss my you know what. How is this the first boss in this game, you know? Trial by fire, I guess. They're like, you're gonna learn these mechanics or you're not moving on. Is basically what's happening here. You know, that assault blast right there, or assault, I don't know. You fly forward really freaking fast. It's the best way, fastest way to get at an enemy, right? But it leaves you really freaking vulnerable. I cannot get out of the way. Dude, there's just no... Ugh. Trying to dodge those rockets. Come here. No! Man, it's like... Come here. I'm trying. Oh, and then the little SOB goes out of bounds. You have to melee him to do damage. But then he gets out of bounds on you. Like, what? I'm out of heals. This is the most damage I've done to him so far. Dude, I do not know how to land these melees on him. Like, every time I think that I'm hitting him, I don't actually hit him. Like, I don't know if I have to hit that cockpit. If I can hit all over. Nope. Well, that was the most damage I've ever done to him. So there's that. You know what? We know we're locked at 120 FPS, right? We don't need... Oh, wait, what is the daggone... Why is that not... One second here. Come on. My hotkey's not working for my overlay, so I had to tab out.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after
The only thing I can figure is when the missiles are on the way, you gotta be in the air.
all. They won't have enough to ID you.
Okay, that hit.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
That hit. I don't think that hit him.
AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh my god.
AP at 50%. AP at
That didn't hit him. Dead.
That's it. Try accessing the rack. Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA.
See,
Doesn't matter.
I didn't even hit him there because I got hit by rockets pushing me away. See, what is that? Every time I get right next to it, I get knocked away by something.
repair kits remaining. AP at 50%.
And he's out of bounds again.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Like, barely even scratching him.
AP at 50%.
Did I hit him? I still don't think I hit him. I think I have to hit him right on that. Ah!
AP at 30%.
I don't have any more heals. Ah. This is getting old.
That's it. Try accessing.
I mean, about half health. Half health is the most I've gotten him down to.
Registration number.
This can't be another RE4 remastered.
Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they went on to you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
Okay, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the F out of here.
AP at 30%.
Ugh.
Explosions on the ground.
AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
That's not even 2/3 gone, is it? That didn't hit him. That hit him. Ah! Oh, you son of a...
50%.
Seriously, that him going out of bounds crap is so cheap.
AP at 30%.
Heal, heal. Ah, I got stun locked again. Well, this is a lost cause. There's no way. I did get closer than I have, though. Dead by Daylight? That's what's up. You didn't miss much. I went over the 78, 7700 XT a little bit. How much sense they make or don't make for the price. And
That's it.
I need to, I realized this as I was trying to do this ad lib, and I need to take notes during the week as I'm reading articles, and like clip the links so that I have them in a folder so that when I stream I can just pull them up, because there was probably like 5 things I wanted to talk about
They were on to you after all.
that I just forgot about.
I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
Come on, get him. Hit him. Rockets. Ah.
Here to get clear of explosions on the ground.
AP at 50%.
But Hazard, I did a thing. I don't know if you saw my post on the community tab, but I bought a 4090. I just recorded the unboxing and install. I'm going to die. Yeah. When I'm done farting around here, I'm gonna get the system hooked back up to a monitor and run some tests. Ah, go, 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 go. Rockets. Stun locked, heal. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh. Oh, I didn't hit him with that, did I? Oh my god, this is the closest I have been. Heal one last time. Ah! I keep getting stun locked as I'm trying to get up there to melee him. I'm dead. Yeah, I went ahead and pulled the trigger because... Well, because I'm dumb. No, I got the tough OG OC. I was actually just going to get the regular OG and not the overclock version because it's only like a 50 megahertz overclock or something. But I waited. I was hemming and hawing about it last week, and I didn't buy it. And then when I went, I bought it last week. So a few days later, I went, and this is kind of what sealed the deal for me. They were actually out of the non-overclocked ones, and so I was like, you know what? I better buy this while they still have some. So yeah, so it's the one that has the 3090 Ti size cooler on it. So it's a little tiny bit. It's thinner than my 4080 and a centimeter or so shorter, and not as wide, so it doesn't butt up against the glass like my 4080 did. So it fits in the case a lot better than the 4080, which is weird, but it's gorgeous though. I love it. It looks so cool. It's got a metal fan shroud, metal backplate. The cooler inside, like, actually looks way better. Yeah, I like Tough a lot too. My motherboard on the Starfield build is a Tough B550, and on the 4090 build now, that's got a Z690 Tough.
Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to ID you.
Did that hit? Did that hit? That hit him.
AP at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
So many rockets and bullets. I don't know how to get up to him fast enough.
Repair kits remaining.
This one's a dead run. There's no way this is not going to work. I'm already out of repair kits. Ah!
Be in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
That's a weird but a good thing, yeah. I was gonna risk it and get the regular tough OC,
Try accessing the rack.
but it's pretty much the same size as my 4080. I have the Gigabyte gaming OC, and I had to get the 90-degree cable mod adapter because I couldn't put my glass on or the cables were smashed.
Looks like they were onto you after all. And they're willing to pick a fight with the PCA.
And it was the funniest thing. Well, it wasn't funny.
Now they won't have to
I couldn't figure it out. If I would set a soda down, or if somebody would walk by my PC too hard, I would get a black screen. I would black screen, and all my fans would turn on maximum. And it turned out what it was is the cables were getting jostled because they were touching the glass, right? And it was freaking the thing out. Luckily, the only way I figured it out was a dude on Facebook was like, oh, hey, I have that problem, or had that problem, this is what I did to fix it. He was like, my cable was the same thing, smashed up against the glass, and he said as soon as he fixed that, it was gone. So I was like, well, shoot, I know for a fact mine is real close. And so I got the 90-degree adapter and instantly fixed. I actually tested it by jumping up and down on the floor next. Ah, it could have healed. Yeah, the new connector has its downfalls, man. It really does. Okay, I'm bored of this. I can only attempt something like this 10 or 12 times in a row before I got to give it a break. Holy smokes. Well, Hazard, you're the only one here, so what do you want to talk about? I'll give you free reign. I mean, it's cool that it, like, if it worked better, I like that it only has the one plug. But I kind of am wondering if two of those high voltage, of those 12 volt high power connectors wouldn't be better to spread the thermal load out between two connectors. I guess that defeats the entire purpose, though. I mean, the ATX 3.0 power supplies, they only have one, they only have one output, so I guess that's a dumb idea. It's not going to work. Is what it is. It does, like, yeah, the pins are too small. I'm trying to remember now. Steve went over it on Gamers Nexus. So they revised the connector. Did you know that? And what it turned out is there was two different kinds of soldering methods on the pins, and I think there was even two different sets of pins. And I think it was like basically all of the ones that were burned. Don't quote me on that, but it appeared that they were burning with the one kind of pin in the adapter from the one manufacturer, and so they came out with V2, and that's supposed to be better. I don't know. The thing is, like, initially they were saying, user error, but people are saying, no, I had it clicked in all the way, and then you saw the videos come out, and it's not pulling it, out is a problem, but it's the side to side, like the cantilever action, that's like, it'll pull you've got the two rows of 6 there or whatever, and if it pulls the 2 on one end out more, then you get oh God, what do they call it? I'm not good with electronics, man. Like amps and volts and all this stuff confuses me. Resistance. Your resistance increases when those pins come apart, and with higher resistance, you get more heat, more voltage, and then more heat. I don't know. It's like one of those things that was made in the lab that's good under ideal or perfect circumstances, but to put that kind of thing in the hands of the general public, I feel like was kind of asking for trouble. But all that being said, I think the incidence of failure is still like less than 1 or 2%. So that's probably normal. I don't know. And I will say, Cable Mod, if you're using one of their products, their warranty service has been pretty good from what I've seen on Reddit and on YouTube. If somebody has an issue, they don't even ask questions. They just give them a new 4090, and they're actually, I think they're sending them to Northridge Fix, and he's fixing them, and then they're like selling or giving the 4090s they get back from Northridge Fix away. That plug is why you went to AMD. What did you get? What AMD card do you have? 6800 non XT and a 5800 X3D. That's what's up. I had issues with I had a 6800 XT, and I had some pretty big problems with it. I was constantly well, Sapphire, that might be, well, not might be, that's the way to go. I got the Red Devil, the Power Color Red Devil one. Needed 3. I bought 1,000 watt power supply, which is what I've got the 4090 hooked up to now. I bought that for the 6800 XT, knowing that it was a little bit overkill. But I was at Micro Center, I was talking to the dude there, and I think I paid like $20 or $25 more, and I was spending like 1,800 on the build. So I was like, you know what the frick is another $20 on the power supply just to make sure that it's good. And so I went with this 1,000 watt, luckily. And this is why I always recommend to people to get more than they need. Because now I've got the same PSU, and I powered a 4080 and now a 4090 with it. So Sapphire is the best brand, in my opinion, for AMD. I got the Sapphire 7900 XT X. And I actually, even in the throes of me being really angry with AMD, I bought so my girlfriend and I built PCs at the same time, and we followed a $500 build guide for hers, and we did it in 550 only, and it only cost 550 because she got a Wi-Fi card because she wanted Bluetooth for her controllers, and the motherboard that she has a Z590, no, yeah, Z590. But it's not a Wi-Fi one. It's an ASRock Riptide or something. So we had to buy her a Wi-Fi card. Otherwise, it would have came in right at $500. But anyway, that has a 10100F and a 6600. But I could tell she was pretty much maxing that 6600 out, so I got her a 6700 XT. I got her Sapphire Nitro Plus 6700 XT last fall. And that thing has been crushing it. She's never had a crash, no problems. Now, you've got a 3.0, but how is that working with a non? Because, oh well, does yours only have two plugs? Because from what I've seen, the ATX 3.0, they have the one, the 12-volt high power, and then they seem to only have 2 regular 8 pins. But you've got to be getting pretty good performance with that system. Are you in 1080p or 1440, or are you trying 4K? What resolution are you playing in? What does the homepage of YouTube look like when you're not signed in? It is 3, but you only need 2. Do you use one of the daisy chain connectors then to plug it in? This is so weird. What even is this? The homepage of YouTube is odd. Like, what's popular? I kind of forgot about this hurricane. Oh, your PSU has 3, but okay. How big is your PSU? What did you say here? I don't see 850 watt. And that had 3. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's a new MSI. What's it called? I want to look at it. MSI 850 watt ATX. Is it like $100? I think I saw this. Oh, you couldn't RMA it? See, that EVGA is another... Dude, I don't know what's going on with that company. Like, there's got to be some stuff to come out. There's got to be information that'll come out later on, but they seem like they've totally just closed up shop. I mean, they don't make motherboards anymore. They don't make graphics cards anymore. Everything is sold out on their store. You paid 132. Did you get a refund from EVGA if it was within warranty? Is this the deal right here? This A850 GL? Yeah, you paid 132 for the MSI, but did EVGA give you any money? Oh, you didn't bother? Oh man. Um did EV I keep looking at your chat and talking to you like you're sitting down there, but I need to probably look at the camera. Did you email EVGA and they're the ones that told you that they didn't have stock? Because I feel like they should have offered to give a refund, or how did you find out that they didn't have stock? Because if you just assumed because they are out of stock on the website, I think that they have. I mean, the way I understood it for the graphics cards was they had like a backlog. They had GPUs that they hung on to for RMA purposes, so they might have power supplies. I don't know, man. You should see if either you can get a replacement of some kind through their warranty or a refund, just to help you out a little bit. And if you can get a different power supply, you could just sell it or hang on to it for a different build or something, right? But is this yours? This 850 GL? Oh, the RMA process wouldn't work on the site? Oh man. I'm gonna have to investigate that somehow. Gosh, I wonder how I can. I'm gonna go on a social media sleuthing expedition and see if I can get somebody to figure out what's going on. I actually, I kind of regret that I didn't do this, but I mean, it would have cost tons and tons and tons of $, but I really, really like this MSI Meg. Components. Yeah. This one, the 700R. And then the MSI 4090, the silver. Not this one. Graphics cards, 40 series. 4090. This one, the Supreme. So I wanted to do this case with that GPU in it, and I think it would have looked sick. This thing, let me see if they show it. Both doors are gull-wing doors, and so it opens up from the front. It swivels open on back hinges. This case is amazing. I like this thing more than the ASUS, than the Helios. Now, they show it with a riser cable, but I watched a video and I feel like I saw that it doesn't actually come with a riser cable, but that might have been something else now that I think about it. This godlike motherboard looks cool. Yeah, that would be sick as hell. Oh, and the other thing was their AIO. So the motherboard and the AIO and the kind of angular design on the on that Supreme 4090, they all just complement each other. It all like matches this case. Like, yeah, I need to blow up and get tons and tons of subscribers so that MSI will send me all of that shit so that I can do that build, because I'm not doing it right now. I just, no, I spent so much money on that on this AMD build. I'm like, I'm done. Done. I do have, hopefully this guy doesn't flake on me. I put an ad on Facebook, hey, I will build a custom gaming PC for you for free. We'll consult, we can go over parts and whatever. You get the parts, I'll assemble it, benchmark it, run some games on it. You'll get a fully functioning working PC, and you didn't have to pay the exorbitant prices from the system integrators. So anyway, I've had like 10 people flake on me, but one dude, he's supposed to meet me. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm going to talk to him Wednesday and see what time. He's supposed to meet me at Micro Center. We're going to do like a $650-ish build. So if it works out, he's going to buy all the stuff, and then I'm going to take the stuff home, and I'm going to do a little budget build, an all AMD budget build for some more contents. So we'll see. I've had so many people back out on me that it's not funny, but this guy seems pretty legit, like he really wants to do it. So we shall see. Well, what time is it? 8:30. I think I'm gonna call this good, end the stream, and get to working on benchmarking this 4090 system and working on these other videos. But thanks for checking me out, man. You're always here in the chat and in the video comments and stuff, and I appreciate the support. Yeah, free labor gets me content. I laid that all out there in the ad and in talking to him. Like, look, what I'm getting out of this is I get to make content. I'm not making any money, and seems like it's working out. So hopefully if I can get a couple of those rolling, it'll, I can do some more builds and get some more content and not have to spend, any more money of my own to get some builds done until I can get my subscriber count up and get people to start sending me stuff. All right, Hazard. Peace, man. Anybody else that's out there watching, has watched, will watch on the video on demand. Thanks for checking me out. Drop me a like. Drop me a subscription if you don't mind, if you feel like it. We got to get up to at least 500 by the end of the year is my goal. So with that, Mag is out. Everyone have